trust?
Trust.
This is a trailer. It is a really, really huge trailer, and it is very quite possibly going to be the trailer for what is possibly one of the biggest games ever, if not the biggest game to date in history. Because there's a pretty good precedent here, and I want to talk about that both in terms of trailers and in terms of games, because there's sort of, Rockstar's earned its reputation. Like, this is a studio that has been doing this for 25 years. I think in like a week from now is their birthday. Happy birthday, Rockstar! You're old enough to be legally allowed to play your own games. I don't know why 25. I guess you can get car insurance at 25. That's what you get cheaper rates. You can crash those cars into things. There you go. You can rent. You don't have to steal the cars anymore, Rockstar. You can rent them now. Anyway, there's the joke. Boom, ship it. But no, like GTA 5 was the fastest selling entertainment property in history when it came out. I'm not sure if it still has that title, but it hit $800 million in monies sold in 24 hours. And it broke $1 billion in 3 days, I think, if I recall correctly. That was, I don't know, what, 10 years ago? Just over 10 years ago, which is a lot. To date, GTA 5 has sold 190 million copies across all the platforms it has been repeatedly re-released for. So, like, yeah, of course there's hype for this. There's like they've been kind of like they've been stoking the fire, which is really, I think, like a key thing to point out is like we all get mad about GTA like online, everyone's like, where's GTA 6? It's been so long. And like online kept getting updates, but it's because of that it's managed to snowball into this incredible sort of just, monolithic entity. And I was half expecting them to call this just GTA because like I don't know. It's earned that at this point, and it's not like if you go into the store, I guess you could say, "Let me get GTA." They're like, "Which one? 5?" They don't sell. I mean, they get whatever. But I want to talk about sort of just how the trailer has been received. We looked at this. So for comparison, the trailer for this as of recording this, I think last I checked it's at. Let me just pull it up.
I think right now we ran a news story on it earlier today, and it's bigger than Tears of the Kingdom, Red Dead 2, and something else combined.
Well, no, so the problem with that story when they're writing it is that the number kept jumping while they were writing it. It was getting like 10,000 views a minute or something crazy like that. Currently, as of recording this, it has gotten 82 million views in 20 hours. And compared to, I don't know, Red Dead Redemption 2, the first trailer for that has 23.1 million views since it was first posted. Tears of the Kingdom, 16.1 million views since it was posted. Cyberpunk 2077's first teaser trailer, which was posted 9 months before GTA 5 was released, has 28 million views. And then if you go back and look at the original GTA 5 trailer, the very first one, the sort of the cinematic tone piece, the equivalent to this trailer, that has 98 million views over 12 years. So this managed to do it's probably going to do in 2 days what the first one did in 12 years, which is flabbergasting. That is like an incredible amount of expectation for this. And it's only going to build because it's unfortunately not coming out until 2025. And I don't know, it's exhausting. It's breathtaking, but yeah.
Yeah, breathtaking.
The metric I always liked to jokingly use was like there are popular games, like there are games that are popular within the gaming space, right? That are like the big monolithic games in the gaming space. And then there are what I called like McDonald's Cup games, which are like if your game is mainstream enough that it could be on like a McDonald's Cup or some, then that's like a tier above, and that's like your Call of Duty, right? Is that sort of next tier up of like real mainstream success. This feels like a step above that. This feels enormous. This feels like it's going to be ubiquitous when it comes out. It's going to be, talked about on NPR, and it like only a few games a year break out in that sort of way. And this feels like it's going to be just astronomical.
Yeah, it's a lot. Jada, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say it's just crazy because it's gonna be one of those games that everybody's talking about, and we expect that. You expect for big games like this to be the one that everybody's talking about, but like this is when I say everybody, you're hearing like in your main circles, your main, sometimes a few extended people that you didn't know were into games or playing this. This is gonna have everybody. I think everybody is going to be talking about this when released. To Tom's point, where it's just. it's gonna be like almost to the point where everybody knows Mario, like where your grandparents know Mario, your grandparents are gonna know GTA 6. Like it's gonna be so wild because there's gonna and the how much of it is just correlating to real life things that have happened. There's going to be stories that kind of trend, and I can't wait to see all the other references that Rockstar has included in GTA 6. It's going to be
Yeah, no, I mean it's I say this to sort of just explain how big and how much hype there is here, but also to sort of remind people, Tom, like to your point, this is the cinematic trailer. If you go back and watch the very first like GTA 5 trailer, it's gorgeous in exactly the same way. And it shows off a lot of the same stuff. You got Michael doing his VO, talking about why did he move to Los Santos. And the game that we got like hit a lot of those beats, and it was very similar. But of course, at launch, it didn't look exactly like that. I mean, that was all in engine. It was very close. I think, if you look at stuff people have done with like the PC version on mods, or the second time they basically remastered it for current gen systems, it looks maybe better than that, but it's still different. Like there's more of like a cinematic approach to it, and even when things are like in cutscenes, there's a different, like it still has like Rockstar has like a distinct kind of style to their games, and I feel like Red Dead 2 really kind of pushed how cinematic they could get, but there's still like you can kind of tell when something is, and it's not it's wrong to be like, oh, it's like a pre-rendered cutscene, because it's not that. It's different, but like there's an extra amount of care going into like capturing specifically this trailer. And I think we're going to get probably if you look at the sort of the track record for, the last two games they put out, you get the big, huge, sort of tone setting piece that's very cinematic. And then we're going to get something that looks much more like actual gameplay moment to moment in, I don't know, 6 months, something like that. Maybe a year, probably a year actually.
But it's exciting to echo a lot of people's excitement too, because I don't mean to put a damper on it. Like it is exciting that this game exists now at all. And it's cool that for the very first time they're revealing it, they are also showing us as much tone as they are here, and as much sort of like, we got a little glimpse of the story, and it's cool. So like, I'm definitely not like trying to tell people not to be excited.
I just don't want, like, I mean, we've gotten burned by stuff, and I'm not about to, like, Rockstar has earned the trust, I think, like,
sure,
with occasional missteps, like the remasters of the old PS2 trilogy, but that's not the case here. Like, this is a new big prestige, brand new in-house thing. This is their bread and butter. This is GTA. Like, yes, you should be excited. I'm not questioning that one bit, but I feel like it has been so long since GTA 5 came out that we've kind of forgotten how much can change between entries in the series.
Yeah.
Like if you look at the difference between GTA 4 and 5, like we've all gotten used to GTA 5. That's the standard sort of GTA experience, but it's very possible this plays much different. Like if it feels, I mean, it could be much more akin to the sort of the pace of Red Dead 2. Obviously, a little bit faster pace because it's got monster trucks and TikTok, but like, they're gonna do some stuff. They're gonna throw some curveballs. Like this isn't gonna be, GTA 5 kicked up a notch. This is going to be something else. And I'm equal parts excited, but also kind of cautious about that, because I don't know, we all love the character switching mechanic between, Michael and Trevor and Franklin. And we've seen leaked footage. It shows you play as both characters, but like, is it going to be dynamic? Is it going to be a thing you can do at any minute whenever you so choose? Or is it going to be like when the story dictates? I mean, how is the story going to play out? It's like there's so much that we don't know, and I don't know. Another thing that I'll
just say it again. I'll say it again. We've been burned so many times, right? That it's not at all a condemnation of this trailer or Rockstar specifically. It's just like, this is the world we live in. Is that we've been burned by these sorts of things a million times.
And I mean, that's the thing, is this is like the most hype we've seen around anything in a video game trailer ever. Basically,
probably, which is crazy to say because Starfield came out this year and was insanely hyped, and Cyberpunk was off the walls in hyped right a few years ago. And I do think that this probably surpasses both of them. Like, and I don't know if it's close.
Yeah, no, I don't think it is. I think GTA is eating everybody's lunch with a 6th period lunch, they decided to come in like, hey, I didn't have lunch earlier. I'm just coming in at the end of the day. I'm just going to have my sandwich here and just chill.
It is like such a Rockstar. Like it is a literal Rockstar move to just come in with this swagger at the tail end of the biggest game in video game history. Like there's the biggest year in video game history. There's so many amazing games that shipped this year, and there's so much going on. And we're just on the eve of the Game Awards, which is going to be celebrating all that. And Rockstar just comes in and goes just right there. Like, oh, here it is. Like, no big deal. Hey. And then just to add insult to injury or whatever you want to call it, they're just like, and it's not even out next year. It's out the year after that. And they can do that. They have earned that right because they've been doing this for a quarter of a century. And like, I'm not saying don't be excited. Be excited by all means. There's plenty to be excited about. I'm saying maybe don't let that excitement just completely eclipse, just tamp down your own expectations. And worst case
Max,
scenario.
I will not.
Listen, always aim low, because then if you succeed, you'll be really proud of yourself or whatever. Like the same thing with expectations. If you go into this thing being like, I don't know if it's going to top GTA 5, then what if you'll be blown away when it does? I don't know. Like
I've already seen enough in this trailer to know it's going to blow my expectations from playing GTA 5 to GTA 6. I've already seen enough. I'm super hyped on this. Like I said earlier, I'm not the biggest GTA fan. I think this is the GTA that's going to make me like a lifelong GTA fan and playing it. Like just every time I see this trailer, I'm seeing something new. I'm spotting little details, little cool things, the diversity of the NPCs. Just like, I don't know if we're going to see NPCs repeating. When I say diversity, I mean like variety of NPCs. I don't think we're going to see like what we're used to in GTA 4 and 5. Obviously, there will probably be some repeats, but I think it's going to be so few and far between that it's going to feel like a real world kind of place.
Now, listen, don't look at the details too closely, because you got to make this trailer last another year, because they're not going to put out another one until then, probably.
It's fine. I'll just watch it. I'll watch it once a day, every day until it releases. And that's just
full well there's a lot of people who are doing exactly that.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Until they announce that it'll come early 2025 and then later delay it till late 2025.
Which
Tom, what could possibly make you make such a what sort of game might make you think that they would do such a thing like that? That has cowboys in it.
I also want to give some flowers to Rockstar. I'd like they're getting enough flowers, but I want to send some more special flowers to Rockstar for just highlighting Lucia as their main character of their first trailer for this like watershed kind of moment. Like, we're told so often that nobody wants to play as female protagonists or women in games. Like, guys don't want to play as women in games. They don't sell as well when there's a woman on the box art and stuff like that. Like, and here comes GTA, one of the biggest franchises in the industry, and they're front and center. First like shots of the trailers, Lucia. We see her in prison talking with I'm not even sure who the employee is there, but just like it's just front and center on her through the whole trailer. It seems like she's the one calling the shots with her and the detagonist. Did I say that right, Tom? You're the editor. Detagonist.
I don't know what that word is.
No, it's not
protagonist.
It's like it's like when you have two of them. Is it a deuteragonist? I don't know. Whatever it is. Deuteragonist. There you go.
I had no idea. I feel very embarrassed as an editor.
But yeah, and like it seems like Lucia is the person who's calling all the shots. She's in charge, and like that may just be the choices they made for this trailer, but that is a deliberate choice on Rockstar's part, nonetheless. That they're saying, we're coming out, we're going to put a female character in this. And this may not even be their intention. But regardless, Rockstar is a leader in the industry for a reason. And I'm so proud of Rockstar doing this and putting so much visibility on a woman in a GTA game. And my only concern is I hope that she's written well through the entire game. She seems amazing right now. She looks like a badass. I just hope that the storytelling continues all the way through. But Rockstar, kudos to you, because I'm very excited to play as Lucia when that game drops in 2025.